We're the guys that stink, we smell, and we're covered in mud, camp cream all over our faces, and we're going forward to bite the enemy and allow ourselves to see what they're doing. When I first joined the army, I was 19 years old. I'd played video games most of my life. I'd sort of said to myself, I don't really want to leave home because Doctor Who's on. So I sort of didn't really want to get out of my comfort zone. It was only through my chain of command spotting little things that I did myself. I was quite meticulous with things. From there, I was able to get selected to go on a training cadre and get almost built up into this person that could potentially be a sniper. And then from there, I passed that cadre and went on to training for a sniper. For me, a sniper is someone that locates, observes, and destroys key enemy personnel and equipment with indirect and direct precision fire. So when we're in the screen, we're looking to go forward and pinpoint any enemy personnel, equipment, transit routes. So transit routes being where the people can move across, and ensuring that when we go and do this job and we're forward ahead of the battle group, we're able to provide as much information back so that when the companies come forward, they're able to say, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it, and this is why we're going to do it. The amount of information required is double what you expect a normal soldier to need and to know. When it gets into ballistics and understanding how a round flies through the air, there's 3 phases of flight: supersonic, transonic and subsonic. At supersonic flight, you're looking at a speed of 1,340 feet per second. Once it gets past that, it's going into transonic phases, which is around about 1,200 feet per second. Once it's dropping from 1,200 feet per second in the transonic phase, where the bullet is unstable, we're getting into the subsonic phase of flight, where we're looking at around about 1,000 feet per second to 800 feet per second. And we're looking at how the round acts within each 3 of those phases, and allowing us to understand that when we do our job, we need to know all of that information. A ghillie suit is 70% natural camouflage and 30% Hessian, so sandbags. We cut up sandbags and other bits of craziness to make us look like we're part of the ground. When you put that ghillie suit on, that's when you realise that you are a sniper and you're about to go forward ahead with the enemy and enable yourself to observe without being observed. They don't normally weigh that much, but once they get wet, it can be very, very tiring, and it can be very smelly. The worst part about being a sniper is the cold. You're going to be lying in a position for as long as needed. It doesn't matter whether it rains, it snows, you're staying on that position until you can provide as much information for your friends, so that when they come through and they have to do their job, you're able to say, this is everything. And it's through adversity that you gain as much information as possible. You're looking at developing your own sort of personal rigour. You want to be the sort of person that just wants to help, and through that need and want to help, you're going to push yourself further than you thought you could. You're going to enable yourself to go into that horrible bit of dead ground, lie in that group of bushes of nettles, or that bit of mud, get as cold and miserable as possible, so that when your friends come through to do the attack, you're able to say to them, this is everything I've got for you, go and finish the job. Sniping's a passion, it's not a career move. You come into being a sniper because you want to do something different. It might have been from some crazy antiquated notion of being a superhero, but I can promise you it's not. All it is about providing as much information as possible and being the most knowledgeable person around, and that's what it takes to be a sniper. I've currently been in for 7 years, and I'm looking at potentially doing a whole career. The opportunities in the army for me are very good. It enables me as a young soldier to get up to £32,000 a year for a job I love, and the bonus to that is it doesn't actually feel like work, it's more what I enjoy day to day.
Final one. Is there a good sniper movie? Do you have a favourite?
Mine's a bit old, so it's Tom Berenger, Sniper, and that's the film that really sort of made me go, I want to be a sniper. Tom Berenger crawling around shooting people.